There is a reason the villagers never climb the northern peaks after sunset. It's not the cold, it's not the wolves, it's the voices. My grandfather gave me one rule for survival: never look back. I thought it was a myth until I saw my friends standing in a cave they never entered. We were 22 when we planned the trip. Me, Lucas, Mike, and Dustin. 4 friends trying to escape the noise of the city for a few days. The northern mountains seemed perfect, quiet, remote, untouched. The hike took most of the day. By the time we reached the upper ridge, the sun was already leaning toward the horizon, casting long shadows across the uneven ground. The air was colder there, but it wasn't just the temperature. There was something heavy about it, like the silence itself had weight. At the summit, we found a small lake. It was completely still, dark like polished stone, reflecting nothing, not even the sky above it. Lucas dropped his bag and grinned.
We camp here!
None of us argued. We set up 2 tents near the water and managed to catch a few fish before sunset. The fire burned low and uneven as we grilled them, half burnt, half raw. But it didn't matter. We laughed anyway, told stupid stories, made plans we'd probably never follow. For a while, everything felt normal, safe, like the world beyond that mountain didn't exist. I don't know what woke me. There was no sound, no dream, just a sudden, sharp awareness that pulled me out of sleep. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I noticed was the cold. The fire was gone, not fading, gone, as if the warmth had been pulled out of the world entirely. Then I heard it.
Marcus! Help me!
It sounded like Lucas. I sat up instantly, my heart already racing. Lucas? I called, but there was no answer. Only that same heavy silence pressing in from all sides. I grabbed my small torch and stepped outside. The darkness wasn't normal. It didn't feel empty. It felt present, like something was there, watching, waiting for me to realize it. I walked quickly to the other tent and unzipped it. Empty, both sleeping bags untouched. No signs of movement, no footprints, no struggle. Just cold fabric and still air. At first, I told myself it was a prank. It had to be. But as I stepped away from the tents and into the trees, that thought started to fall apart. The forest didn't feel right. Every direction looked the same. Every shadow seemed just a little too still, like it was holding its breath. I kept calling their names, louder now, desperate. Nothing answered. My torch flickered weakly, the beam thinning as if something was draining it. Time stretched. I checked my watch. 2:30 a.m. That was when the fear really settled in. I stumbled into a small clearing and saw it. A cave. It was carved into the side of the mountain, jagged and uneven, like a wound that never healed. And then I heard it.
Marcus!
Right behind me, close enough that I felt the breath of it against my ear. Cold, hollow. Wrong. I froze. Every instinct told me not to turn. Slowly, I shifted my gaze toward the cave instead. That's when I saw them. Lucas, Mike, Dustin, standing just inside the entrance. They weren't moving. They weren't breathing. They were just there, watching me.
Marcus, I've been looking for you. Come here.
They spoke at the same time, perfectly synchronized. Not 3 voices, 1 voice, coming from 3 bodies. I couldn't stop. I was almost at the entrance, almost inside. Marcus. The voice cut through everything. Sharp, clear, familiar. I stopped. My heart slammed against my ribs. Don't. It was my grandfather, right there, real. Everything snapped. The cave, the figures, they all seemed to flicker like smoke.
Follow my voice,
he said. I turned away. I ran. Branches scraped against my arms, but the voice stayed steady, guiding me, left, then right, then forward. I just followed. And then I saw it. A faint orange glow through the trees. The campfire, burning, alive.
Go back,
my grandfather's voice said quietly.
Sleep and never come here again.
When the sun came up, everything looked normal again. Over breakfast, I told them everything. They laughed, said I must have sleepwalked. I didn't argue, because I knew what I saw. When I got home, I stood in front of my grandfather's photograph. I finally understood. He wasn't trying to scare me. He wasn't telling me a story. He was warning me.